Why you can't actually sue someone for everything. Today we're going to talk about a legal myth that somehow refuses to die. The idea that you can sue anyone anytime for any reason. Spoiler alert, you can't. Legally, the system operates on a cause of action. That's just a fancy term for you need a legitimate legal reason to bring a case. You can't just be sad or offended because of some type of conduct. You can't sue someone because someone gave you the side eye in traffic. Here's an example. Imagine someone tweets, I hate your hat. Could you sue? Legally, no. And why? It's because there's no harm that the law recognizes. No financial loss, no defamation, no physical injury. Your feelings were just hurt. And the law is very bad at compensating for hurt feelings. Very, very bad. Now, contrast that with defamation law. So, if someone spreads a false claim that damages reputation, then yes, that's actionable. But here's a clinical kicker. Truth is always the defense. So if someone tweets, this lawyer once wore mismatched socks in court, you can't sue even if it stings. And then there's negligence, arguably the most fun concept in law. And to prove negligence, you need a duty of care, a breach, causation, and actual damage. Missing even one, and the case evaporates. So, yes, just because your neighbor trimmed the hedge and a leaf touched your car doesn't automatically mean you have a legal case. And I know that's disappointing. The takeaway is that the law is more methodical than emotional. It's clinical, it's structured, and it doesn't reward pettiness. So because you start imagining before you start imagining lawsuits for every minor inconvenience, remember that the law is serious business, and if you misuse it, you might just end up being the defendant in your own absurd case. So the law, which is precise, unforgiving, and occasionally hilarious, if you understand the rules. Stick around and I'll show you more cases where reality is legally funnier than fiction.